Next problem tayo, sample problem number 5. Sabi dito, a 2,000-pound car starts from rest at point 1 and moves without friction down the track. So wala daw friction ulit, so our coefficient of kinetic friction is 0, mu k is 0. Then the weight of the car is 2,000 pounds. According to the problem, we have to determine A, the force exerted by the track on point 2. So that is the normal force on point 2. Yung force exerted by the track or force exerted by the plane, that is the normal force. Sabi dito, hinahanap natin yan sa point 2 wherein our rho or the radius of curvature is 20 feet. For letter B, ang tinatanong naman is what is the safest value of the radius of curvature. So, ang tinatanong sa atin ay rho at 0.3. Okay, so we have two problems. Let's answer it. So, for letter A, ang tinatanong sa atin ay normal force. Again, force ang pinag-uusapan. So, kung force ang usapan natin, kailangan natin munang magsimula sa Newton's second law of motion. Kung at point 2, that is in question, sabi natin, ito yung object natin. May normal force na nag-a-act dito sa point 2, that is our N2. Tapos may weight siya. Andito yung ating tangential acceleration or the tangential axis. And towards here naman yung ating normal axis. So hindi ito rectangular kasi curve ito, curvilinear ito. So mahirap i-analyze ito ng rectangular. Hindi rin natin alam yung path. So cannot be borrow 1 from 3. Joke lang. Okay, so dito pwede tayong gumawa ng equation of motion. So the equation of motions here, our EOM, okay, is that the summation of forces on the normal axis is equivalent to MAN. Okay, so what are the forces on the normal axis? So we have N2 minus W equivalent to MAN. Okay, so wala pa rin tayong AN, no? Pero we all know the formula. So kunin na lang natin si M2, 'di ba? Ang ginawa natin kanina, ito naging mass kasi ito ay mg, 'di ba? Mg ito. So naging mass, gravity plus b squared over rho. This is the value of the normal force kung ang nag-a-act lang sa material ay weight. Okay? So we can now solve for b squared. We need to solve for this kasi meron naman tayong rho. Okay? So for b squared, since velocity naman ngayon ang hinahanap natin, gagamitin naman natin yung work and energy equation from point 1 to point 2. So 1 to 2 tayo. So sabi natin, the total work done from point 1 to point 2 is equivalent to 1 half mv1 squared equal to 1 half mv2 squared. So dito, at rest tayo nagsimula, so this is 0. So the work done na lang ngayon from point 1 to point 2 is equivalent to 1 half mv2 squared. Dito, according to the problem, ang work lang natin din ay mass, similar nung sa kanina. So weight lang ang nagpa-function, wala naman tayong ibang in-apply na force kasi wala ring friction. Okay? So, meron na lang tayo ditong weight, delta y, equivalent to 1 half mv squared. So, di ba mapupunta tayo dun sa formula na v2 is equivalent to square root of 2gy. Okay? So, b2 is equal to 2. Our g is 32.2 and our y is, the y here is 40 feet. So, 40. So, our v2 is square root ng 2 times 32.2 times 40. We have 50.754 feet per seconds. So, substitute na natin dito. Our N2 is mass natin. Given ba yung mass? No, weight ang given. So, sorry. Weight pala ang given sa atin, not mass. So, anyways, ilagay na lang din natin na weight. Weight over gravity lang naman yon. So, this is 2,000 over 32.2 times 32.2 plus our V squared is 50.754 squared over our radius of curvature na 20 feet over 20. Again, kailangan consistent tayo sa unit. So, the unit here should be pounds. Kasi ito ay feet per seconds. Ito rin ay magiging feet per second squared, feet per second squared, feet per second squared. So, cancel lang lahat lang unit na yan. Ang maiwan lang sa atin ay pound na 2,000 divided by 32.2 multiplied by 32.2 plus 50.754 squared over 20. So we have 999.90 pounds or approximately 10,000 pounds. Okay? 0.1 difference. Okay na yan. Okay, for letter B, ang hinahanap sa atin ay radius of curvature, safe radius of curvature. Okay? So, letter B, ang hinahanap ay radius of curvature. 'Di ba? Ang radius of curvature lang natin ay ang radius of curvature lang ay pumapasok kapag ka nag-Newton second law lang din tayo. So, gawin natin 'yan on point 3. Pagdating natin sa point 3, yung normal force natin ay pataas pa rin at yung weight natin ay pababa pa rin. Our tangential acceleration is toward this direction. However, our normal acceleration ay papaba na. Bakit? Kasi naka-concave downward na tayo dito. Andito na yung ating rho. Okay? Now, let's establish our equation of motion on normal axis. So that is our weight minus n is equivalent to MAN, which is our weight daw according to the problem. The weight according to the problem is 2,000 pounds. Now, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung n dito. Yung n na na-compute natin previously. Kasi yung n na to para sa point 2. Iba yung n para sa point 3. Equivalent to the mass na 2,000 over 32.2 times b squared over rho. Okay. So, tatlo pa yung unknown natin. Bawasan muna natin ng isa. Kunin muna natin si b squared using the work and energy from point 1 to 3. So, 1 to 3 ang gagamitin natin. Pwede rin namang 2 to 3. Pero para sa akin, mas okay na si 1 to 3 kasi 0 yung ating initial motion dito. So, from work and energy, we have to say that that the summation of work from point 1 to point 2 plus 1 half mb1 squared is equivalent to 1 half mb3 squared. Take note of this should be 3. But since at rest tayo initially, this is 0. So, ang work done pa lang from point 1 to 3 ay yung weight. Kasi wala namang ibang applied, dito, force. However, yung height natin was reduced. So, ito na lang ngayon ay 40 minus 20 minus 15, 25 feet na lang ito. Okay? So, if this is only 25 feet, then we can say that W delta Y na lang yung matitira sa atin. Okay? Equivalent to 1 half mv3 squared or our v3 is substitute ko na lang muna, sige. So this is 2,000, our delta y is 25 feet equivalent to 1 half. Our mass is 2,000 over 32.2 times b3 squared. So cancel ito, babalik lang tayo sa square root of 2gy. So our v3 for this problem is square root ng 2 times g natin is 32.2 times ang y na lang natin ay 25 feet. We have 40.125 feet per seconds. So, okay na tayo kay B. Ang problema na lang natin ay yung end and rho. Para maging safe yung value ng ating rho or para hindi maaksidente yung ating sasakyan. Is this a car? Ayan, a car. Ang mangyayari kasi is pagka yung rho natin ay hindi adequate, hindi enough, yung sasakyan natin titilapon, aangat siya dito. So, aangat dito. This is the unsafe condition. Unsafe ito. Okay? Yung car natin sa halip na mag-touch dito, umaangat, lumilipad. Aksidente ang nangyayari. Unsafe yan. Ang safest condition is i-follow niya yung path at kapag ka pinalaw niya na yung path, dapat meron tayong n is greater than 0. Dapat mas mataas sa 0 yung value ng ating n. So, ito yung ating safe condition. para maging safe, again, dapat ang value ng n ay greater than 0. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi titilapon or hindi lumilipad yung ating sasakyan. Kasi once na mag-separate yung sasakyan doon sa ating path or doon sa ating pavement, umaangat na yung sasakyan nun, wala nang normal force yun. Okay? So, dapat may normal force para safe siya. Kapag excessive naman sometimes yung normal force, tumataas naman yung friction, okay? Pero in this case, kailangan greater than 0. Now, i-equate natin siya muna sa 0. I-assume natin na 0 and then we take the maximum side of it, okay? So, we have 2,000 pound minus 0 yung normal force. That is the threshold or yung limitation natin. Over 2,000 times 32.2 multiplied by 40.125 squared over our row na unknown. So, our row here is, cancel na natin yung 2,000 pounds. Hindi. Wait. Hindi siya basta-basta makacancel. Kaya natin assist. 2,000, magiging equal to 1 kasi yan eh. Over 32.2. So, magiging 32.2 na lang yung side na to. Over. So, basically, that is 32.2 over 40.125. Baliktad ako. Sige. Tinatranspose ko sa calc kasi 2,000 over 32.2 times 40.125 squared na lang over alpha x. Ang mangyayari kasi dito is that yung row natin, 2,000 row, pag umangat siyang ganun, will be equal to 2,000 times 40.125 squared over 32.2. Makakancel yung row, kaya 1 ang matitira dito, wherein our row is 50 feet. So, this is our answer. So, 50 feet. Now, the question is, itataas ba natin or ibababa? Let's check using the entry. Okay? Kung ang entry natin ay 2,000 over 32.2 times v squared over rho minus, or sorry, negative pala ito. So, ililipat natin, mababaliktad. This will be the weight minus, yan, lilipat lang. Ito pupunta doon, kaya magiging positive entry. Ito naman pupunta rito, kaya magiging minus naman siya. So, itry natin. Entry natin is equivalent to 2,000 minus 2,000 over 32.2 times our v squared is 40.125. Let's assume na magra-round down tayo. Let's say ang nakalagay sa choices ay, kasi ang value na nakuha natin ay 50.123, ayan, feet. So, we are in question if aangat ba tayo or bababa. So, itry ngayon natin. Pag umangat tayo, let's say 51 yung ginamit natin, our entry is 2,000 minus 2,000 over 32.2 times 40.125 squared over 51. We have 39 point, 40.125 squared. Correct. We have 39.196 pounds. So, kapag umangat yung radius of curvature natin, positive yung ating entry. Kapag ang radius of curvature natin, ibinaba natin, let's say 49 for the sake of discussion, our entry is negative 40.836. So, mali. Hindi pwedeng mag-negative kasi pag negative, this is unsafe. Okay? Wala namang negative na normal force. Okay? Now, in this manner, therefore, kapag ang tanong sa atin ay kailangan nating mag-round up ba or mag-round down, ang answer is kailangan nating itaas, okay, yung radius of curvature. Higher radius of curvature is safer. Okay? And that's it for this problem.